Hey guys, Clint Coons here, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to protect your brokerage account. Okay, let's get started. All right, so here's the deal. When it comes to this channel, I talk a lot about real estate investing, the tax and asset protection side of that, but I get getting a lot of comments. People have been asking me, well, what do you do about a brokerage account? You've told me how to protect my real estate, so I wanted to take this opportunity to go into protecting that account, what you should be doing if you're diversifying and you're investing in the stock market or into crypto. Where should that money go in your overall planning? Now, here's one thing you definitely don't want to do, right? Let's say that you have a LLC set up right here. Here's my LLC. It holds a piece of real estate. And, you're following my advice. You got this other Wyoming LLC down here as your holding company, just like that. Now, you have this brokerage account. Let's say your brokerage account is worth $125,000. And we're not talking about stuff in an IRA or 401k. I've got plenty of videos on that, how those assets are already protected. I'm talking about the stuff that you have. Your brokerage account, even your savings that you're going to put into your real estate. I got a video coming out on that as well, on how to use those funds when it comes to making an offer and where those money should be placed. Be sure to check that out in the future. Now, you've got this money right here. Where does it go? Well, obviously you don't want to leave it in your own name. So let's say you have Charles Schwab. You don't want to keep that account in your own name with Charles Schwab. You want to put it in an entity that's going to protect you. Now, if you were to take that brokerage account and stick it inside of this LLC right here, huge mistake. And I see people make these mistakes off and on where they allow their real estate LLC to accumulate a lot of cash, or they put their brokerage account in there because they're thinking about the LLC as an asset protection entity, and they're not understanding that it's an entity that gives you asset protection from what happens on the inside and also what happens on the outside. So in point of reference, if I were to put that 125 in here with my real estate and something happened with this property, I've just risked the $125,000. So definitely you don't want it going in with an entity that holds real estate, because real estate, risky asset. Brokerage account, savings, I call those safe assets. So unlike real estate, where we want to minimize the amount we have at risk, when we're using brokerage accounts, crypto, metals, things of that nature, your savings account, put as much as you want into an entity. The key is what type of entity you want to use. Well, you've got this Wyoming LLC down here. Now, this may be a logical choice for some of you. You may think, all right, I'm going to put my $125,000 brokerage account in that Wyoming LLC because that Wyoming LLC doesn't own anything. What I mean by it doesn't own anything, it doesn't own any risky assets. It's the member of this LLC. Let's say this was a Georgia LLC. It's a member of that Georgia LLC, but it doesn't own the real estate. So if something happened with the Georgia LLC, you're going to lose that. But if your structure holds up, your Wyoming LLC is going to be protected. Now, I said if your structure holds up. And why did I say that? Well, because invariably people can screw up what they're doing. They could allow a creditor to possibly pierce your LLC's veil because you weren't tracking your expenses properly with good books and records, because you're moving money out to yourself personally, skipping the whole structure. So it can create errors there. Maybe assigned personally. Who knows how they get into it? But if that were to happen and they were to pierce the veil of that entity, then they're down here in your Wyoming LLC, and whatever that Wyoming LLC has is now going to be at risk. So what I typically recommend, and it's what I do as well, is I keep my holding LLC for my real estate right here. So I have my real estate LLCs up here, all owned by this one Wyoming LLC. And then I create a second Wyoming limited liability company. All right, so I'll set up a Wyoming LLC number 2, and into Wyoming LLC number 2, I'm going to put that $125,000 in my stock account. Let's say I have $200,000 in cash savings. That's also going to go in there. So I'm going to put all of these types of assets in this entity here. And of course, I'm here, my wife is here, and we own these LLCs together. This one, by the way, tax-wise, partnership, disregarded entity. So what do? You just go down to Charles Schwab, your broker, you say you have an LLC, you want to open up a new account under the name of the LLC. They'll roll all your existing positions in. You don't have to sell anything. Your basis stays the same. It's just like magic. You look at your account, now it's under the LLC name, and all your stocks are tracked the way they were when they were in your own name. But the benefit is that now if something goes wrong, right, This asset here is protected from your personal creditor. So if somebody sued you, they can't get up into this LLC because of those charging order protections I've talked about in many of my videos, why we're setting these up. And then the advantage to this is that you should be moving money down from these LLCs. They come down to you, then you pump it up over to here, and then when you need to take money out, you bring it out just like that, all non-taxable. None of that is taxable to you. So when it comes to protecting your brokerage account, your savings, consider using a separate Wyoming limited liability company, or it could be Delaware. You could set it up there as well. An entity that has great charging order protections is what we're looking at there. Set that up, put your accounts in there, and then you've got some protection for those accounts. Hey guys, hope you liked the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not a current subscriber, and check back next week. We'll have more great videos for you on tax and asset protection for real estate investing. Take care.